That same day, two disciples were heading to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and they were talking to each other about all these things that had taken place. Then Jesus, while they were speaking, appeared on the road and walked with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. He said to him, "What are y'all talking about?" And they stood still, looking sad. Then one of them, whose name was Cleopas, said, Are you the only visitor to Jerusalem who's unaware of the things that have taken place these last few days?" Jesus said, "What things?" He said, "The things of Jesus of Nazareth." Because of his powerful words and deeds, he was regarded by God and the people as a prophet. But our chief priests and religious authorities handed him over to be sentenced to death, and Rome crucified him. We had hoped that he would be the one to redeem us, Israel. Anyways, all these things happened 3 days ago. But there's more. Some women from our group left us stunned. They went to the tomb early this morning and they didn't see his body. They came and reported that there were angels appeared to them and said to them, "He is alive." And some of those men went and found the tomb just as the women had said. Duh. They didn't see him. And Jesus said, "You foolish people. How dull your minds are for not believing what has been spoken through the prophets. Wasn't it necessary for the Christ to suffer these things and then enter into his glory?" Then Jesus interpreted for them the things written about himself in all the scriptures, beginning with Moses and going through all the prophets. So they came to Emmaus. And Jesus acted as if he were going along, but they urged him, saying, "Stay with us. It's almost evening. The day is almost over." So Jesus went in and stayed with them. And after he had taken his seat at the table with them, he took bread. He broke it, and he gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he disappeared from their sight. They said to each other, "Weren't our hearts on fire when he spoke to us on the road, when he opened the scriptures to us?" They got up right then and returned to Jerusalem. They saw the 11 with their companions. They were saying, "The Lord indeed has risen." Really? He appeared to Simon. Then the two disciples described what had happened to them on the road, how Jesus had showed himself in the breaking of the bread.